I thought that the most memorable part of the play was when Esther discovered that the man that was having an affair with his wife was Maeve and George. It was an unexpected turn at the end of the play when Maeve was wearing the smoke jacket that Esther had originally made for George. The three prominent themes that I found in the play were identity, the grass is always greener, and gender roles. Identity, the theme of identity is expressed in the play about how both George and Esther were not 100% honest about who they were and what they were like in their letters to one another. Unfortunately, when they finally met and married, they realized that the people they had thought they knew were not at all like the people that they had married. The second theme of The Grass is Always Greener can be seen through Mrs. Van Buren, who is a wealthy society woman of New York City, and Maeve, a prostitute. Maeve desires the circumstance and wealth of a city woman, while Mrs. Van Buren desires the freedom of a prostitute. The third and final theme is the theme of gender roles. The theme of succumbing to gender roles is a major aspect of this play. An example of this is when Esther gives George the money that she had saved to open her beauty parlor. She puts his dreams before hers, thinking he needs to be able to make something of himself before she can have the same opportunity. I think that this play definitely reinforces the stereotypes of African Americans and the African American experience. By showing the hardships that African Americans face during this time of being unable to find good work, not being given the opportunity to learn to read and write, reinforces the idea of a racial divide of the time. I think that Lynn Nottage's purpose of writing this play could have been to showcase the hardships that African American women especially face during this time, even within the African American community. I think that stereotypes of African Americans and other groups have definitely become less prevalent, but are definitely still present in society today. I think that stereotypes are perpetuated by events that involve certain groups being brought to the media. Once the media gets the attention of the public, stereotypes of different groups are immediately formed or perpetuated. I think that our generation will help overcome more stereotypes than ever before based on our collective openness towards other people. Two questions of my own that I had was the first one, do you think that Esther ends up happy with her life? Do you think she ever remarries, or do her and Maeve stay friends? And then the second one, do you think that the situation of Esther meeting George over letters that did not necessarily represent the two of them entirely is similar and has similar consequences to the modern phenomenon of online dating?